What is up, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Josh. This is Native Nomads, and today we are going to be talking about the number one tool that I've always used to air down my tires on the trail. And we're going to talk about why you should air down your tires on the trail, what PSI we generally run, and kind of go through that entire process with anybody who may be unfamiliar with it. So if you're new here, I want to say thanks for stopping by and checking out the channel. If this is your first video, I would encourage you to subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, share this link, do all the things that the other people ask you to do because it does help the channel grow. And if you're a regular, then you know that we started our memberships program. And if you're not, then I will explain it to you briefly. Around my goofy face, there was a join button. That join button allows you access to us on a more personal level. We are going to be taking a step away for a little bit and honing our skills when it comes to photography, videography, filmmaking, that whole deal. And all that membership money is going to go to support, there's a fly, support us in that journey, and that's how that money will be spent. If you're interested in being a member and going on campouts and trail runs and exclusive content that I'm only going to make for the members, then hit that join button, join the memberships, come along with us. If not, there is a button that is a super thanks button that you could just donate to the channel that way. If you don't want to get into like a monthly thing, totally get it. Also, the sponsor of this video is Adventure Rig Shop. Adventure Rig Shop is where you can find the Staun, upside down, Staun Tyre Deflators that we're going to talk about today, as well as a bunch of other stuff for your Subaru Outback Wilderness or just about any of the vehicles that we build here on the channel. Okay, now that all that is out of the way, let's talk tire deflation, airing down your tires, why it's a good idea, why we do it, what we deflate our tires to, and maybe help you along in this process. If you're new to the Subaru Outback world, Outback Wilderness world, or the community, and you have not done a lot of off-roading or soft-roading, it doesn't have to be anything hardcore, then I will urge you to head over to Adventure Rig Shop and pick up a pair of Staun Tyre Deflators. Now, why Staun? Well, Staun is an Australian company, and they make an absolutely epic product, and we have one pair of these deflators in every vehicle. We got one in the GX460, one in the Sprinter van, and one in the Subaru Outback Wilderness. It's easier just to throw these in our glove box or to keep them in the back of the vehicle, so when we get to a trail, we air down our tires. Now, like I said, if you're not familiar with that concept, it's for two main reasons. And for us, the most important reason, and some may go against this or say that that's not why they do it, and that's totally fine. The number one reason we air down our tires when we go to a trail is because it provides you more comfort. Your suspension and your tires make washboard roads, gravel roads, rock roads a lot less comfortable. And if you're not familiar, all you have to do is remove some of the air out of your tires, and it makes that drive along those bumpy trails a lot more comfortable. So what we do when we get to a trail every single time, on one of my latest videos, you saw, if you are around and you've been around, you will have seen the fact that I used a Benchmade knife to air down each one of my tires. Well, that works. It absolutely works, but it's not efficient. So what you get with the Staun deflators is you get 4 of these, and these screw directly on to the valve stem of your tire. You screw it on, and it starts immediately allowing air to come out of your tire. Now, these ones are set, the medium loads is what I use, and they're set to a PSI, a low PSI of 18. So they will stop taking air out of your tire once you get to 18 PSI, which is generally what we take our tires to. Sometimes we keep a little bit extra in the back because we're usually heavier in the rear. So we will take maybe 18 out of the front and 20 or 21 out of the rear. And it's really a matter of preference. If you would like to take your vehicle off-road and you want to have more comfort while you're banging down trails, taking air out of your tires is a good way to do that. The second reason we use the Staun Tyre Deflators is because it actually gives you a bit more capability when your tires are aired down versus being aired up to their full pavement driving capacity. You may say, well, if you're taking air out of your tires, then you're probably lowering your vehicle slightly, which is true, which in turn may decrease the vehicle's capability. Well, height doesn't always have something to do with capability. There's also a lot to be said for the traction of your tires. And if your tires are filled up all the way to their maximum PSI rating, then what you're doing is you're not allowing enough or as much surface area from the tire to grip the rock or to grip the trail. So when that tire is full, it's very hard. When it's aired down slightly, it is not nearly as hard. It makes it softer. So it kind of molds to whatever you're going up over. So if you're going up over rocks and you're hitting that rock with a tire that has been aired down slightly, it will kind of mold around that and give you more surface area. So your tire in turn creates a larger surface area over whatever it's climbing, typically a rock, and it allows you more traction, which gives you more capability. So yes, you may lose a 1/4 inch of height or a 1/2 inch of height, so you're losing a little bit of ground clearance, but what you're gaining is a lot more capability, because especially when you have a very heavy load and your vehicle's tires are aired down, you're providing a lot more surface area to whatever it is that you're trying to get up and over. Now, just to be clear, I do want to say that by no means is it absolutely necessary to air your tires down when you get to a trailhead or when you intend to take your car off-road. But generally speaking, if you've never aired down your tires before, then you don't know what you're missing. But if you do air down your tires often, then you know there's got to be a way to air your tires back up, because once you come off the trail, you are probably going to be driving back on pavement. And if you're going to be driving on pavement, you want those tires to be at a suitable tire pressure for the pavement. You do not want to drive for too long of a distance with your tires aired down. I have driven hundreds of miles with my tires aired down, especially when I'm in Moab. There's no point for me to just come back on pavement to maybe go to the grocery store or to get gas, air my tires up, and then once I get back to the trail, air them down again. It's just inefficient. It takes a lot of time if you're doing it repetitively over and over again. So when I get to an area that I'm going to be in, I typically keep my tire pressure where it's supposed to be for an off-road adventure, whether that's 18 in the front or 18 in the back, or 18 in the front or 21 in the back. Now, naturally, the very next question that you may have is, okay, I've aired down, but now I'm ready to get back on the pavement, so how am I supposed to air back up again? And a lot of us either carry a small 12-volt compressor that you can plug directly into your cigarette lighter, and you can pump each of your tires up individually, get them to the pressure that you desire, and then get on down the road to going home or wherever it is you're going. I personally, and I know a lot of other people, use an underhood compressor mount, and I will put the link for the underhood compressor mount in the description of this video so you can check that out as well. It comes as a kit. It makes things super easy. You simply install it on the top of your strut bolts on the passenger side of your Subaru Outback or Subaru Outback Wilderness. Now, this piece only fits 20 to 23 models of the Outback and Outback Wilderness. It has not been tested on anything older than that, and it also has not been tested on the 24 Wilderness model. I don't expect a lot has changed, but I don't have any instruction on if it fits those vehicles. But this compressor is then wired to your battery in a very simple manner, and I have a video that I will put right up here if you're interested in the compressor and the compressor mount. It comes as a kit. Like I said, you can purchase it from Adventure Rig Shop. Use the code NOMAD to save yourself 5%, and you can plug your air hose directly into the compressor that is mounted underneath your hood, flip a switch, pump your tires up, turn it off, disconnect your hose, put it away, shut your hood, and you're back on the road. So as your backcountry adventures, they widen and they become more robust, and you are traveling off-road more and more and more, you will quickly realize that having a set of the Staun Tyre Deflators is probably your best option, because you can screw each one of these 4 deflators on to your tire, the valve stem of your vehicle. Hold on, maybe I can do it like this. The valve stem of your vehicle, all four go on at the same time. It releases air from all of your tires at the same time. It stops at 18 PSI. You take them back off, you put them in their beautiful leather case, and you put it back inside your vehicle. And that's it. You don't need them again. And when you get off the trail, you air your tires up to whatever PSI is desired for your specific needs, and you get on down the road. If it's something you've never done, I would highly encourage you, even if you don't purchase something like this or you don't use Staun Tyre Deflators, then I would use a knife or use something else to deflate your tires and go drive on a rocky road. It will make all the difference in the world, and your life will never be the same. And then it just comes down to if you want to deflate each tire individually by hand, or you want to get something that is not that expensive to make that process better for you. So that is it. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, like it, subscribe to the channel, share it with somebody, and we will see you on the next one.